Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und hallo zu einem weiteren Part Fake Grand Order. Ich bin Sam Simmerfix. Wir befinden uns inzwischen in Kapitel Nummer 21. Beim letzten Mal sind wir auf Boban Sif hier gestoßen, die uns gefangen genommen hat. Dieses Monstrum, was uns hier im Gatsche immer heimgesucht hat, hat uns hier mit einem miesen Trick, diesmal nicht mich und Mesh, sondern uns und Castori hier eingesperrt und wir sind nun nach Darlington, die Folterstelle und das Gefängnis, von dem wir schon so viele furchtbare Geschichten gehört haben, wurden wir nun gefangen genommen. Auf jeden Fall, Boban Sif hat ebenfalls ihre Probleme, ihr Körper zerfällt, ob das jetzt an dieser Waffen liegt, die sie hier ihrer Mutter geklaut hat, oder daran, dass Morgan sie nun endgültig aufgegeben hat, ist natürlich nun die Frage. Eins ist sicher, wir hoffen, dass sie bald krepiert, liebe Leute. No more Sith. Ein Hoch auf die Jedis. Die Frage ist natürlich, was nun mit uns passiert. Artorian, the Garden of Lostbelt. The Lostbelt? Was ist denn das? Keine Ahnung. I woke to the sound of my heart being chipped away deep inside my chest. Ach ja, genau, das ist dieses Artefakt, mit dem sie uns gefangen genommen hat. Stimmt, hat Beryl gesagt. Where am I? This isn't a field. I was just in. It's much far away. It's like I'm somewhere between Britain and planets in a sea. This must be the garden where Merlin said he was imprisoned. But he also said that there were different kinds of gardens. Sweet dreams, dark abyss, Lostbelt, the innocent. And it looks like this garden is probably... Kein guter auf jeden Fall. I knew it. This is the Garden of Lostbelt. A cold and unforgiving garden that whittles away the heart of its visitor by stripping away their delusions and torturing them with self-loathing. Merlin did say, you can leave this garden if you can hold out till the end. But the whole thing is a cruel trap meant to make you lose your heart and mind before you can. Well, whatever. I can always cut the line between when I need to avoid having my heart and mind destroyed. Sure, I won't be able to escape anymore if I do that, but there's no way Boban Sif has enough magic energy to keep this garden going that long. Anyway, I'll eventually get out of here one way or another. So until then... Tintergell. I just have to contend with a bunch of things I'd rather not. Es finde ich ja schon mal sehr interessant. Es wirklich, man merkt wirklich, das, was hier Oberon gesagt hat, stimmt. Wir sind nur der Nebendarsteller. Weil im Normalfall würden wir jetzt hier unseren Master sehen. Wie wir hier scheitern, die Menschheit zu retten. Wie wir daran scheitern, hier Chaldea zu retten, als Anastasia und Kulskaya angegriffen haben. Aber wir sehen hier eben Castoria, wie hier sie damit ansehen muss, wie Tintergell untergeht. The prophecy was true. The goddess of Star of Hope. She will be our salvation. Die Musik ist immer so schön. She will be our absolution. She's the savior who washed up on our shore, along with the name Artoria. May you grow healthy and strong to the age of 16. May the queen's soldiers never find you. Now go on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry, greet your 60th birthday. We have complete faith in you. Which is why you must give everything you have for us. Bloß keinen Druck aufbauen. Caster, I bought you a new book. It's about etiquette for upper class fairies. You should study it now, so that you'll be ready when you leave for the castle one day. Let's see. Do you mind if I put a table here? It won't leave you much room in the stable, but you just have to make do. By the way, have your Fae markings grown yet? You'll be 16 years old in only 2 years, you know. I'm getting a little worried. Your journey is going to be hard enough as it is. I see. You're working hard again today, Caster. You're diligent, dedicated, and innocent. You play just as hard as you study, and you always find whatever it is the village needs at any given moment. The other fairies could learn a thing or two from you. Just seeing you in action fills us with hope. Still, I'm afraid it's going to be difficult to pay this year's tax. We already sold most of the jewelry you were wearing when your boat washed up here, along with the rest of the treasure it carried. Some of the fairies are even starting to wonder if you really are the child of prophecy. Huh. What are we going to do? We were lucky if we even survived the winter. Why must you be so terribly weak and useless? I swear, none of these fairies have any tact. I guess that's what's happened when you live past your prime. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying when you don't like something. In fact, you should say so. Don't you agree, Caster? I mean, you don't want anyone treating you differently just because you're the child of prophecy either, right? So, I don't care if you're the child of prophecy. I'm going to treat you like the slave you are. Oh, have you been growing? You really need to start if you're going to catch up where you need to be. Especially since we don't have anything of yours left to sell. Well, we can always sell you to the High Queen if you have to. The child of prophecy, the child of prophecy, the child of prophecy raised in the stable. The child of prophecy, she was raised in the village, slave. The child of prophecy, she always smiled and said right away when told to do something, no matter how much she didn't want to. She'd be killed if she refused. After all, how could she say no? It was so much easier to keep quiet and do as she was told. I used to think I could survive that way. I thought as long as I didn't rock the boat too much once I finally turned 16. I may be burdened with an impossible duty, but I could at least finally leave that village. We want to see proof. Proof that you really are the child of prophecy. That blacksmith who lives on the cliff is. You're the only one he's not wary of. You're the only one he trusts. If you're truly the fairy destined to save Britain, then kill him first, please. Please, we're so anxious. Our every day is filled with fear. So go on, prove you can protect us by taking care of him. Of course. Of course I will. Wie? Was? Wieso? Hector. Hector? Nein! Hector wie einer der ursprünglichen Gefolgsmänner von Ask. Right. No way. That's it. I've had enough. I'm just gonna cut the line and close off the way to the exit now. And so the child of prophecy left Hintergell for good. Good thing I've always been quick to cheer up when I'm feeling down. Afterwards, to make a long, not very interesting story short, I went to the Nameless Woods. And now I've come across Maxie. Just as he is moments away for succumbing to the Lostbelt's traps. For a moment I thought I saw a tower on the other side of that wall. But that can't be right. I meant, there's a wall there. And the whole point of walls is you can't see or go through them, so I couldn't have seen her on the other side. What are you looking at, Maxie? Are you exhausted? You've started hallucinating. Well, get it together already. We can't have you spacing out while we're storming the Lostbelts. We may have any numbers of replacements for you, but you're still the last, We may have any number of replacements. Es gibt keinen, der mir ersetzt. But you're still the last master of humanity. Huh? Replacement? You mean you found other race of candidates? Do you still not get it? You understand that you don't need to race shift to get into the Lostbelts, right? You have another master candidate in Kadoc now. Once his treatment is finished, you won't be our only option anymore. Alter, Kadoc ist ein Waschlappen. Ey, Leute, das ist, also das hier von Toll, das ist richtig gruselig. Also, wir wussten natürlich, dass sie es hier schwer hatte, dass hier die Hoffnungen aller Leute auf sie waren, aber die Frage ist, also, das waren jetzt wirklich vergangene Ereignisse, also, dass sie mehr oder weniger wirklich wie ein Sklave ausgenutzt wurden. Nichts dagegen gesagt hat, ich meine, ihren Charakter, den kennen wir. Dass sie natürlich nichts dagegen sagt, aber wie gesagt, wie die Leute sie ausgenutzt haben, dieses töte Hector, weil die Leute ein bisschen Angst vor ihm haben. Also, ist das wirklich so passiert? Und Leute, Kadoc ist ein Waschlappen, Mann. Hört's einfach auf mal mit. Oh wait, he's not really a master candidate, is he? You were the only one who was just a candidate. Hang on. I have to take this. Hello? Kadoc's awake now. And he's in good health. That's great. Send him to documentary immediately. Also erstens, Da Vinci wird das niemals machen. Und zweitens, who cares, liebe Leute? Setze ich mich hinten auf die Borde und chillen bis mit Goredofl, habe ich doch gar kein Problem. Good news, Maxi. Kadoc's fully recovered. You can go back to just being a spare. And we can start doing our jobs properly without holding your hand all the time. Bei meinem Befehlshaber Da Vinci. Töte Kadoc. Ja, liebe Leute. Okay, das ist ein bisschen schlecht, liebe Leute. Weil, wie gesagt, so that's how it is. Weil, wie gesagt, mein Gott. Ich und Ash werden einfach so zusammen sein. All the talk about how much they need me and now they blow me just like that. Mesh wird das niemals machen. Hey, Maxi. What do you think you're doing here? Get it through your head already, will you? You're not a master anymore. You're supposed to be on standby in your room, right? Just get back there before you get in trouble. But I need to stay in shape, just in case. I mean, there's no telling when I might have to go to another Lostbelt. Huh? What are you talking about? Your training and mission days are over. You're just a regular guy with no special talent. Stop trying to be something or not. Alter, wenn ihr Menü sagt, dass du nichts Besonderes bist, ist schon hart traurig. Just hang out in your room and let the experts handle things. Just hang out. How exactly do I do that? All this time I've been training to handle watching someone die or seeing something unspeakable. I've been practicing overcoming my flight response and clearing my mind, all because they demanded it. At this point, I don't even remember what else to do with my spare time. Übrigens, ich dachte, da kommt jetzt, er hat Magie gelernt oder geübt, hier, dass seine magischen Kreise besser werden. Nee, er hat nur einfach nur überlebt, wie schwer. Was hat er gemacht, damit er lernt, mit Toten umzugehen? Hat er sich, keine Ahnung, Bambi irgendwie 100 Mal angeschaut? I just can't tell. Is this really who I'm supposed to be? I see. So you're afraid to come to terms with your situation, to see the world as it really is, Mr. Maxi. I understand. To tell the truth, I've been mulling the same thought over for some time now. Is solving this case truly the right thing to do? Think about it. Even if we manage to prevent that what's happened here, we won't regain what we lost. Once this case has been closed, you'll be left with nothing more than a broken, empty world. By comparison, even the current state of the world is fairly overflowing with hope. No matter how bleak things may be, there's still a chance that you'll be rewarded as long as you keep solving problems one at a time. You see, isn't it precisely how things are so much easier for you now? There's no longer any means to recover what you have lost, so you might as well forget it all. Don't worry, no one will blame you. Of all of humanity having long since ceased to exist, there's simply no one left to do so. Maybe I should stop this for him. It's not like he can cut his own line. Honestly, this Lost Will stuff is worse than I thought. Even when it doesn't concern me, I can't even bear to watch. Maxi's eyes keep getting more and more unfocused. He's holding his chest tightly, like he's in a vacuum, and is having more and more difficulty breathing.
Listen to me, Maxi. There's no need to feel sorry for these people. They are from a particular history, a living what-if scenario, foisted on without our consent. True, I can understand the logic in them considering us their enemies. But there's all there is to it. It doesn't take the fact that they've already lost. So, what if a meteor impact resulted in a new ice age? So what if Ragnar brought the world to the ground? Yes, I'm sure that made things hard for them, but it's not our cross to bear. So don't bother listen to the resident of the Lostbelt. Besides, we've got them all beat when it comes to sheer suffering. We're from proper human history. We are the victors. We took the intended route. We can't let anyone take that from us. We can't. Still, what can we do with only 12 of us? There's no way we can ever rebuild what we lost. You know as well as I do how bleak things are, right? These Lostbelt people know nothing of this kind of solitude, this sort of pressure. They should be the ones to compromise. They should be the ones to disappear. Any pain they've experienced is nothing compared to ours.
Goredofl. Seid ihr zu gemein? In the end, we are all just forcing the worst parts of ourselves onto each other. We act like what we want is what the world wants. Yeah. I've been telling myself it's only for now, that everything I'm doing is to get life back to normal. That's why I've been able to make it this far. But the truth is, you know, you're not quite right in the head. You've almost died countless times, surviving by luck alone. You've forsaken countless worlds, kept alive by the devil's own luck. You've abandoned countless people, countless worlds, to their deaths. And despite all that, you're still no worse to wear. Stop it! You're going to what? Just grit your teeth and bear it, because it's just for now. It's not my fault I have to fight. It's not my fault I can't save everyone. This is no time to whine about how hard I have it. I can just bury my face in my hands and so no one can see me crying. It'll be okay once everything's going back to normal. I can go back to how I used to be. That's what you've been telling yourself, right? But it's not true. Hearts, they change so easily, but they never go back to what they once were. Stop it! If you really think things will go back normal once the fighting is over, you're kidding yourself. Your heart isn't going anywhere. It can't. The sights that have been seared into your mind will never disappear. The stench that's seeped into your skin can never be scrubbed away. There's no going back for you. So why are you going to desperately to conceive yourself otherwise? Please just stop, I'm begging you. You see, you passed your limit long ago. I figured it out soon, and then you think. Nope. That's one of the better things about proper humanity. Everyone's equal, and no one is special. Since no one there is eternal or volatile the way fairies are here, in the outside world things are pretty much always changing. Wow, that sounds like such a human way to run a kingdom. The truth is, I was thinking the exact opposite. You guys are all such liars, it makes me sick. Everybody's equal, no one is special, even as platitudes go, it's revolting. There will always be those who are superior, as well as those inferiors. Of course, there will always be special people too. And yet, I won't say that proper human history can settle its difference with peaceful discussion. It gives everyone a chance, but it doesn't allow anyone to succeed. It's all jealousy, bias, anger, fear, and people dragging each other down. Everybody's constantly deceiving one another, so none of them can make it out of the ruts they're stuck in. Oberon may not have meant it that way, but that's the impression of proper human history I got from him. That's why I asked you if you were really okay with it. How you felt about it, working yourself to the bone, about living for a word like that. I think I like it as much as the next person. It was so beyond pitiful that all I could do was try to muster a smile in return. I swear, he already looked so broken that I didn't even know what kind of brave face he was trying to put on. His knees are starting to give out. It won't be long before the rest of him follows. I know this is none of my business, but I should at least put an end to his lost will before that happens. Das hast du vorher schon gesagt. We may be separated by a wall, but I can still at least stop the mage from... No. Despite it all... Huh? Huh? Is he seriously standing back up now? That's why you should just quit now, Maxie. You're only making things harder for yourself. Just stop. All this fighting you've been doing, Chaldea's grand order, it was all too much for you. His words were just what I wanted to hear. That's right, it's exactly what I've wanted someone to say to me for a long time now. It's okay, you've done enough. You don't have to finish what you started. Here, let me give you an example. The best thing for a special may be for it to continue exist, but it's not always true for individuals. Individuals, people, if you like, are always wavering between two desires, the desire to continue and the desire for a game over. There's nothing wrong with choosing game over. Everything has to end. If we refuse to accept that applies to life too. We'd never be able to do anything. So, we all have to make our peace with that. No matter how long someone's winning streak might last, it must inevitably end. Huh? That's not good enough? You want to know what you should be aiming for then? I should have known you'd be so optimistic, Maxi. It's simple. Don't try for a game over. Try for a game complete. You, me, and everyone else are going to have a role credits someday. But until then, all we can do is try to complete as many of the tasks before us as possible. Happy, sad, failure, success, none of that matters. As long as you've never done it before, anything goes. And you still have plenty left to do, don't you? You've got a lot of living ahead of you before you can truly say you have no regrets. I believe that's what's best for an individual, but above all, nothing would make me prouder than to know you did all of that. Alright, you're supposed to be taking a break, and here I'm talking to you, and here I'm talking about who knows what. Okay, see you later. Have another great day. And if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me. That's right, despite it all, I'm still not ready to give up. Why is that? At first it was like a curse. I felt I had no choice but to fight, but not anymore. I've stepped on lots of things and left so much and so many behind. Despite all that, I still have something pushing me forward. Back then, I shouted, to live. Those were the words that helped me defeat the best thing for humanity. So now, I have to find the answer for myself. I see. And what would that be? I don't know just yet. Right now, all I have is the wish to live. I wish. That's right. What's wrong with that? Everyone wishes for what they want. Everything I've achieved so far is because I wished for something I wanted. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to find out what I think that way. So what if I lack confidence? So what if this is too much for me to handle? That's no reason to give up now. Seriously? Well, I'll be damned. Were humans always this resilient? Oh, der Maxi ist halt einfach der beste Mann. Als würde uns hier wirklich fertig machen, hier die ein oder andere tragische Konfrontation mit dem Schicksal hier zu erleben. Das ist doch unser tägliches Brot, oder? What is this place? Senpai, I told you. You both are right. Oh, thank goodness. Huh? Mesh? Is that you? Does that mean you're back in reality? But if the Garden of Lost Will didn't stop because it ran out of magic energy, so how? Oh wow, it's all smashed to pieces. A national treasure gone just like that. That's so bold of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just in such a panic. It was putting out a really evil magical energy, and I didn't know what else to do, so... Should I not have? No, Mesh. You made a great call. I would have been too worried about how valuable it was to destroy it. But now, thanks to you, both Maxi and I are safe and sound. The Garden of Lost Will was a cursed object that robs anyone who's trapped inside of the will well, to live. I never had much of that to begin with, so it wasn't so bad for me. But if Maxie had been in there just a little longer, he might have nothing. You were standing right back up on your own in there. What the heck is your deal, Maxie? How can your mind be put like Becky's? Why is the matter all of a sudden? I don't know. Ask Habitat. It just came out, okay? What you did in there is so shocking. It's actually kind of infuriating. It makes me wonder just how serious you are about, well, anything. I see. Now I understand. That's true. Senpai's mental state never changes, whether he is doing his job as master or just being senpai. Even when he seems to be casually eating his diner, he's actually quite serious about it. It's very strange. Hä? Was wolltest du von mir? Hör ich da etwa Master-Mobbing oder wie? No, that's not what I'm... Then again, maybe it is. You really don't run from anything, do you? Even in Norwich, you ran all the way to the harbor, even when everyone was trying to stop you. Hey, you didn't run away either. You know, I guess I didn't, did I? I sure didn't go to the harbor, though. I didn't mean that. I meant from being the child of prophecy. Oh my, is it a romance in the air? Wait, no. Hang on, that's not romantic love. It's platonic love and admiration. Pepe, Aniko, da ist der fies. Alright, I almost forgot. I was only able to find this place thanks to Peperoncino. I went after Bob and Sif after she abducted you two, but then, just when I was trying to figure out where you were, Peperoncino swooped in and saved the day. You know it, hon. It took a lot out of me, but I ran all the way here with these long legs of mine. There's no reason I'm so proud of them. There's a reason why. I wasn't sure at first whether I should help or not, but Matty was just barreling ahead so frantically. I mean, she sprinted from Edinburgh to New Darlington so fast she actually kicked her up dust clouds. So I simply couldn't help but step in, you know. Fam's calm Pepperon. By the way, what is this place? New Darlington. I know this mesh because I've been keeping an eye on the place from a nearby hill. New Darlington is Barrow's citadel. I've been looking for a chance to sneak in for a long time. Up till now, I never found any openings I could use thanks to all of Morgan's monitoring spells. But when I saw that Meshi was about to charge straight in from the main gate, I thought, oh well, just to leave, and stopped her before it was too late. Then we snuck in together. That's right, Peperoncino used Magecraft to find you, senpai. All I did was follow the thread of the bonds you share with Mesh. If anything, I'm the one who should be thanking you. I never would have known this place was on the outskirts of New Darlington otherwise. New Darlington outskirts? That's right, we're in the underground sanctuary. We came in for a little church out in the woods near the shore. Too bad it looks like this place is possibly overrun with natives now. Anyway, let's focus on getting out here, shall we? This is the deepest floor of the sanctuary, a prison 80 meters below ground. It's a long and winding way back to the surface, so make sure you're nice and limbered up first. I assume it was super cramped in that tiny little... Tora? You've got it all wrong, Count. I don't think any kind of love is in cards for me for... sieht das Face mal. Ja, genau, das ist ein gutes Gesicht, Mann. Jetzt sind wir noch komplett in dem irgendwie 2 Minuten in der Vergangenheit. Yes, I'm ready. Of course I'm ready. Oh my. Her shoulders are so tense as anything. I do hope she'll be able to loosen up eventually. Well, we can worry about it later. Besides, it doesn't look like I need to stick in my nose or any of that. I have a feeling time will solve the problems. Huh? Oh, don't you mind a little old me. Now come on, let's hurry to the surface. And just you so you know, Maxi, I'm counting on you to handle the nests we run into the way. Das ist wohl klar. Okay, liebe Leute, sehr schöner Part. Also, wie gesagt, nach dem Schoko-Massaker geht es nun wieder flott weiter. Ich würde sagen, an dieser Stelle machen wir jetzt erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Beim nächsten Mal geht es dann weiter hier mit Let's Play Fake und Doch. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal.